Right. This is, you've got to pull the lever in there. Pull a clip out. In this video, I'm going to put the top end in a dtr125. It's a 2007 model. Electric start. First off, I'm going to take the seat off. 2 bolts underneath at the back here. Take it off. It's the seat off. Now take the tank off. It's just held on by one 10mm bolt just there. And that's the tank off. Next we're going to drain the coolant, and it comes out that 10mm nut there. There's a copper washer on the back. Just remember to take your radiator cap off before you take this bolt out. Coolant draining. Next we're going to take the radiator off. There's a 10mm bolt there and a 10mm bolt there. We're going to loosen that pipe and this pipe. That's the radiator off. Next, we're going to take the clutch cable off. Next, we're going to take the power valve servo off. One there, one there. We're going to take these 2 off the front casing. That's the case off. You've got these 2 black rubbers. We'll go over there, push them up, slacken the bottom nut off first, because he's always snapping here. Then tighten this nut up to the top of here, same on this side. Then wind that in just so the cable's slacken off. Then you can take the cables off up here and you have them winded down like that. That's what they look like now. Now the cable should just pop out, and then when that cable's come out of there, just push it down so it's pushing some slack into there, and you will be able to get this, get a pick in there, get this cable out. You've got number 1 on there, and you've got number 2 there. So this is number 1 up here, and that's down that cable. So number 1 goes to number 2, and then you've got number 2 there with that cable running down here, and that goes to number 1. You can just see it on there. Anyway, screw that out. Then slide this cable out as well. Push it down as well. When you're pushing that, it's pushing this cable down here. So you can grip the little notch, which is there. That's the servo motor. There's your number 2 and number 1. You've got the 5-wire pulley. The older ones have got a 3-wire pulley. It's like a little small plug there with 2 and 1 of those. Next, you can just take that 10mm out of there. Lock the top of the power valve with an Allen key. Just put the Allen key in there to lock it, and then you can get that 10mm off. Then we're going to slide this black plate off so we get to the 2 Allen bolts. That's the end cap. Just looks like that. The cables run down here and push in there, then slot into the grooves. This is case off now. Looks like that with 1 and 2 at the top. We'll put them 2 little bolts back into there. Next, going to take the 2 carb-over pipes off, which is that one and that one. Just hold on by clips. You just nip them and pull them off. That's them there off. Next, we're going to take this bracket off. There's 3 nuts, 1, 2. There's one down there on the back of the head, and that's what the bracket looks like. Next, we're going to take the front pipe off. There's 2 bolts on the front. There's one up here on the other side. There's one at the front on the bracket that holds it on. That's the front off. So we can take the head off now. We'll take that connector off, thermostat switch, take the other end of this pipe up here, this one here, take that off, and take the 5 bolts off the head and lift it off. And your 5 bolts are dome head bolts. Just remember to take the 5 washers off as well. Right, now we can take the head off. Just slides off. Inside. That's the top of the piston. I want to take the 4 bolts off. 2 on this side, 2 on the other side for the barrel. And then when the 4 bolts is off, get your piston as far down as the barrel as you can, just so you can slide the barrel off. Right, let's get the barrel off. That's the barrel off. Inside. I'll close it up later. I'm going to take the piston out and put a rag in there just so the circlips don't fall at the bottom end. Just get a little pick. This one's got the opening of the circlip on the opening of that, which you're not meant to have. Just took all the circlip out. Just got a tap. Just tap the pin. That's the piston. There's got a big one on the top. And let's crack down there as well. The little end bearings are still in the con rod. That's the little end bearings. That's the crank area. Let's check for up and down movement. It's not moving up and down, so the crank's good. They'll all move side to side. Like that way, left to right. Now we're going to do the power valve. So tear this out. I'm going to take this case off. Sometimes on tight. Don't try and wedge it off from this side, because this bracket always snapped on them. Always try and wedge it off from up here, or down here, down there. Just slides out, looks like that. Keeled up oil. There's Allen keyboard somewhere amongst that oil. It's a long one. That's what you take out to get the power valve out. That's fully open there, over the top. See that top bit, how it's all flush like that? There, that's fully open. I've just put an old plastic handled knife in there to lock the power valve, just so I can get that nut off. That's how I had the knife, just to lock the power valve. Right, now we're going to pull the power valve out. That's the power valve when you pull it. There'll be 2 little pegs in there keeping it together. Pull it out. That's one half of the power valve. 3BN written on. Something in there to tap that side out. It might push out, but they're normally tight. You can just put a block cord in there or something and tap it out. And that's what it looks like. It's coming out like that. This side will have the 2 little pins on. That's it there. This just slides off as well. You just pull it off. It just comes off like that. So that's your power valve there. It's the square ended power valve. You can get the diamond ended ones. There's your 2 pins. Join up in there. So that's what your power valve looks like in your barrel. Right, I'm going to wash this now. That's the power valve all cleaned. I've just missed some bits, but I've just had the wire brush onto it. First, I'm going to put some oil around there and push this half in into this side. When it's covered in oil, just slides in. Look at your barrel, that's which way it fits. Quarter that, use 2-stroke oil, just pushes in. There's up there. That's that side coated with oil, just pushes in as well. Just spin it just until the 2 pins thingy, and then you can push it together. There put the bolt in. Just on the power valve again with that knife with the plastic handle, so it kind of damage nothing. This is nearly tight. Just tighten it. See, don't over tighten it because they always snap in the power valve. That's how you have it anyway. See, it's sitting out a couple of mil. Now put that on. That's the new ring fitted. Just slides on that side facing the engine. That's it all in. That's what it should look like on that side. And that's what it'll be like on that side. And then I'm going to fit another one of those rings. So just get the pin into it and pick it off, fit the new ring. We're just going all around there and then slide it into there. That's it on now. I'm going to put the piston into the bike now. First I'm going to get the new piston and check it against the old piston. And I'm going to have to order a new piston. That's the standard piston. It's a 56mm piston. This one, with the crack down there and that. This one's 57, which I've never seen in a newer DTR. So I'm going to order a 57mm piston anyway. Not for sure. That's the standard piston in the barrel. It's the piston lockers in it. Must have been a 3/4mm. And the piston kit's just come today. So here, I'm just going to measure it up. Then when you're fitting piston rings, you've got that goes into the bottom ring, and you've got your two rings, both square. But some rings come out on a slant. I'll show that in a minute anyway. This is the DTR rings. And that part, at the top of these two bits here, in that part it slants down. This ring here, it's like it's chambered down a bit. Anyway, and it goes in, the top way is facing up. And then you've just got this bottom ring. Doesn't matter which way that goes in. Now I'm just going to show this type of rings quickly. Show a quick way to get them off as well. Hold the back there, lift it up, get it to there, then just slide it all the way around like that. So that's how easy it is. Anyway, on these type of rings, you'll have a mark. See there, or there, this one's got the thing on as well. Nothing on that side. So when these are on, if you're looking at your piston, they've got to be on like that. When you're looking down it from the top of your piston, you'll be able to see that on the bottom ring and that on the top. So I'm just going to scrape this gasket off now. And that's all the gasket peeled off. You just use a knife to peel it off. Just little bits. You just do that and it takes it all off. And clean all the stuff off the top of the barrel as well. And on the head. All this black paint off the whole gasket, just scrape all that off. I've already cleaned inside, and that's the head all clean now. Now get some 2-stroke and coat the inside of the barrel. Just get enough in. So now we're going to put the rings in, that in. It just goes in the bottom ring. Then we're going to put that ring in, the bottom ring, which is, see on the two under my finger, they're both flat. The one that's the same width all the way across in between my fingers. Anyway, we're going to put this one on first. And this little thin one just pushes in, just push it on. So like that, move it along a touch. And then oil all around the piston, so oil drops into both grooves. And that's the bottom ring in. Now we're going to put the top ring in. That's the one with the groove around the top. And that part, if you can see the top part, anyway, it goes that way. Put that bit into there. And when you're holding that there, hold this when it swings back. Hold that. get your finger onto there, just slide it in. That's how easy it is to fit rings. I'm going to be putting the barrel into the bike from the left hand side, so it's going in that way. It's the piston with the arrow pointing towards the exhaust. So I'm going to be putting the circlip into there and the pin into here, and I'll be oil the pin as well. And then when the piston's in the barrel and push it in the bike, you just push the pin straight through the little end bear and then through the con rod. And you've only got to put one circlip in. That's a circlip in. That's your rod from this end, if you point it that way. As I look, just slides in nice like that. Right, I'm going to put it into the barrel now. You get your rings like that. So that ring's above this notch, and that ring's on that notch. And when you knit them both together, they both go flush, so it will slide in the barrel. Then when you've knit both rings over the notches, you just slide the piston in. So we went in good. You can slide it back and check your two rings, make sure they're in properly. Now we're going to put the little end bearing, it's all oiled up, into the con rod and put the base gasket on as well. Just slides in. And now have your con rod all the way down. Have you pin out your piston like that, so you can push this through. Circlip's already in that side, so you can just push it through, and you've only got to put that circlip in. Just line the con rod up. I've got my finger on the con rod through the end. Move the con rod, lines it off the pin, then you can just push the pin through. That's the barrel on now. That's what the piston looks like. Now we're going to put the head gasket on and the cylinder head. And that's the head gasket. And it's got upright at the back. This faces upwards, so it goes in like that. Just like. Then we've got the head cleaned all up. Just slide the head on now. Just slides on. Do the head nuts back on. So I'm going to put the 5 bolts on, do them in sequence as well. So tighten this one and the far back one, and tighten this front one. Now I'm going to put the 2 carb warmer pipes on, which is them 2 there. I'm going to put the spark plug cap on and the thermostat switch on as well. And that's those on. Now we're going to fit the power valve servo. It's the 2 cables. I mean, I see one's short and one's long. Black bit's near enough the same length, but the cables themselves are longer. So that's your long one, that's your short one. I'll show how they're going anyway when I put the power valve on. And you put the cables in there first, then fit that into there. The 2 black cables just push into the bottom like that. So that's the servo and everything. We're going to be putting the casing on. So I've got the 2 bolts in there, the 2 bolts in here, just so they don't get lost. That's a short cable, that's the long one. I'm going to start screwing these 2 cables in. Then once they're screwed both down all the way down like that, just pull both nipples out of the cables as well. Then once the casing's on, you get your black part like that. That's where the cables slot in, there and there. That's the nut. Then just get that cable, just push it through the back like that. And spin it so it's running up there. And then do the same with that cable. Just slot it through there and get into the back like that. Just pushes on. That's how the power valve spins. and you start your bike, the valve drops. Then as you throttle, the more you give it, the more you throttle, the more you give it, more throttle, till it gets to there, which is full throttle, fully open. Then when you let your throttle off, it drops again. And just push the cables into the grooves on the top. Then push that one in as well. Then we're going to put that nut back into the middle of the power valve. So just put something through the top, like that, and keep it locked. And then lock this 10mm bolt up. And then wind these both up. Just move them up that much, just to take some slack off the cables. Now I'm going to rig the servo motor up, which is that black plug with 4 in, this white plug with 4. And you've got that bullet connector underneath. Red and white wire. Goes with that red and white wire. Now I'm going to turn the key. Set the power valve. You just put that in the top. As it's sprung back, it's come back there anyway. Note how far I've took them out each side. That's about the right length out. If you ever look at the DTR, and this one's turned down a bit more than this, and somebody been messing on with it, it's the power valve off. But anyway, you just put something in there, unscrew these out, make sure that's kept into the hole at the top. Just keep taking the slack off, and you see the cables tighten up at each end. Just if these aren't slack, the power valve rattles. Check the tension there on the cables as well. That's about how you want it, like that. And then screw them 2 screws down to keep these tight. Now they're tightened out, they're tightened up. Take that out, you can see they're both level. Just push them down. Then we're going to turn the key. And that's set. That's how it should be with the top hole. So that's set there. The clutch cable's on now. I'm going to put the radiator on, then the front pipe. And that's the radiator on. The top water clips tightened, that water clip's tightened, water clip on the head where the white pipe joins to tightened. Next the exhaust with a new gasket in the front. So putting the new O-ring in the exhaust. Now I'm going to put the bracket back on, the tank and seat on, and then I'm going to check the oil pump as well, make sure that's set. And now I'm going to check this oil pump. That line on there, going up there, has to line up with that line there. As you can see it, it's there. So that's it set. But if you go full throttle, it's further. Past there, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that's the line. That's what's got to line up. So if I draw it back to there at full throttle, that bit is lined up with that. So I'm going to set the oil pump now. And you set it by these 2. That's it set now. Put it up to full throttle. That's full throttle. This black one here. You see the top of it, the point there is lining up with that line. That's the throttle off. That's the throttle on. So that line is lining up with that black part on the black dial at the bottom. Now I'm just going to tighten these 2 back up. Put the casing back on.